All right, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for staying by. Good evening to everyone joining us tonight. This is another Friday, 6 of the Corporate Live Show with McAden. I am your host, Macarthy. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And if you're joining us from anywhere in the world, please drop a comment. Let us know where you are joining us from tonight. And tonight is going to be an interesting conversation with our guest, of course, as usual, and a wonderful guest for that matter for this time of the conversation. And someone so important, someone so daring, someone so empowered with knowledge and sharing from a wealth of wisdom and knowledge tonight on the conversation. And I will on how out from others, other candidates doing a job, and other candidates doing success. That is what we'll be considering tonight for our conversation. And as usual, for sponsorship and advert placements, please feel free to reach out to us on the using the detail information providing across the 20. I would like to receive information. I mean, you want to know about how you can support this program and how you can be of help to to boost these the program. Please reach out to us on the platform that's being displayed on the screen, and you can follow us on our social media platform on LinkedIn, Copy Live with McAden on LinkedIn, Copy Live with McAden on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok and on YouTube. So you can follow us on all those platforms. Content that really meets your needs every week, every week. And tonight we're going straight to the conversation. Remember, the conversation tonight is about you. How do you stand out from other candidates doing a job search? So let's get into that conversation. Let me not flog or overflog the word. Flog. Trying to introduce what we have for us tonight. And with me in the studio tonight, Funmilayo, discussing on this matter with us tonight. Sharing a lot of information with us regarding the conversation, the topic of the conversation. And Mrs. Funmilayo Loremikan is a certified professional and a coach dedicated to assisting mid-level managers and professionals overcoming career stagnation, frustration, and burnout. I'm gonna just last thing on our profile that you need to know because of our time. She has been recognized for her exceptional accomplishment. Mrs. Funmilayo Loremikan was honored as one of the top 100 most influential African women in the stock. What a wonderful recognition! And this accolade highlights our commitment to driving the client in the field and showcase our passion, career clarity, guidance, and mentorship. As a seasoned professional, she's possesses the wealth of knowledge and expertise, empowering mid-level managers and navigate their work, their professional journey with confidence and, of course, purpose. And this, with joy and gladness, help me usher in Mrs. Funmilayo tonight for the conversation. Mrs. Funmilayo, you are welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, Ms. Funmilayo, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
All right, so we're going straight to the conversation. Ms. Funmilayo, thank you for being here on the show with us tonight at the Corporate Live Show with McAden. We're so excited to actually have you, and I'm sure the audience too that will be watching us from far and wide will be so excited to have you on the show tonight. And tonight, we are considering, of course, the topic how to stand out from the from other candidates during a job search. how to stand out from other candidates doing a job search. Before we go into what the area of questions we have for you, let me ask you this. Um, what do you think about the topic we're considering tonight, ma'am?
Well, when I saw this topic, I was so happy because part of my coaching areas are helping professionals to prepare for job interview. So, and is a topic that I'm passionate about, helping professionals to get clarity, then to prepare for job interview so that they can land their dream job.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be moving on with the conversation. Quick one. Um, yes. You are a coach, of course. This should not be something new to you, but being a coach has been your experience on job search, trauma, and difficulties that people experience on that phase of their life.
In fact, as a coach and as somebody who is passionate about mentoring, a lot of young professionals, they come to me for job assistance.
Hello, Mrs. Funmilayo, can you hear me? Hello, Mrs. Funmilayo, can you hear me? Hello, Mrs. Funmilayo, can you hear me, please? Yes, we lost you for
Pursue
some
their
seconds. Can you hear
passion.
me now?
Okay. I said, as a coach and as a mentor, I receive a lot of requests from people asking me to get them a job because of where I work. And I always tell them that I am not in a position to offer them job. So instead, what I do is I coach them on how to be independent, how to develop skills, how to follow their passion, and how to start small. That even if you cannot get the job of your choice now, you can start with a small offer and network, and from there grow till you find the type of job that you need. Eventually, even if you cannot find a job, you can develop yourself. And I often tell them that there are a lot of jobs now available in this dispensation online. So all you need to do is find out the type of job of your choice. Doesn't have to be government job or corporate job. You can be an entrepreneur and be satisfied.
All right, that's the word. Get something doing, something that gets you on, then to the level where you be satisfied. So thank you very much for being here on the show tonight. This is the Corporate Live Show with McAden. This show takes place every Friday evening, 7 p.m. on the dot. We live, and tonight with no exception, we'll be discussing how to stand out from other candidates in doing a job search. And let me go straight to the questions we have for Mrs. Funmilayo. Question one is what are some ways candidates can grab the attention of employers beyond the resume or cover letter they submit for job opportunities?
Okay. Before I answer that question, I want to just give you an intro. What does standing out means? To stand out means to be unique, to be different from other people. So, what makes you to stand out? It is your way of doing things, your intelligence, your integrity, and your approach to issues. So, as a candidate, if you want to grab the attention of the employers beyond a cover letter, you need to find out about the company. You do your research very well. You know their vision, their mission. So you learn about what the company, what they do. You equip yourself with enough information about the company. And again, you have to have an online presence, because these days, when you apply for a job, they go online to search for your name. And some of you are not visible online. How is information that can sell you, or you just have basic information, nothing extra? What type of picture do you have on your profile? Is it professional picture, or a picture with a t-shirt, or just a casual dress? So all those things are what you need to work on to grab the attention of the employers. It's not only your CV or your cover letter. There are other
Wow.
things.
Wow, interesting. So we're going to have to continue with that conversation about those other things. And I believe some of the questions we have for you tonight will help us address those other things that we are looking out for in a way for you as a professional seeking for job opportunities can stand out. And I'm sure you will have questions as a audience. Please drop your questions with us as you continue with us in tonight's conversation. Remember, this is the Corporate Life Show with McAden, and we are live with Mrs. Funmilayo, and who is discussing with us how to stand out from other candidates doing a job search. Quick, the questions we have in plan and preparation for today's conversation. So thank you very much, Ma. Question two is, how can candidates effectively show their unique skills? Because earlier on you mentioned skills, how you showcasing your skills and telling others. So how can candidates effectively show their unique skills, experiences, and accomplishments to differentiate themselves from other applicants?
You know, we have soft skills and we have profession. But soft skills, you have communication, you have team building, and emotional intelligence, and others. So if you are appearing for an interview and the job description is there that they need a particular group of people, and you are not qualified, you submit your resume or CV, there is no how they can invite you. So the best way for you to show your skill, your unique skill, is to go through the job description, the content of the advert, and follow specifically what they're asking you for. The skills that you have, soft and hard or technical, you state them. Your experiences, either work experience or maybe you have done volunteering jobs or you are an intern in a place, you state it. That is experience. It doesn't have to be experience in a corporate world.
Mm.
No matter the experience, even if it is attachment to somebody, you state it. I have worked with Mrs. Funmilayo Loremikan. She's a coach and I'm learning from her, and this is what I have learned. It's an experience. So that will stand you out from other people. Then your accomplishments. What have you done? Now, for example, McAden, you are a young man and what you are doing is outstanding. So this is an experience and accomplishment you should share if you are looking for something bigger. So don't throw it away as maybe a passion or as something that is not important. It's very, very
Mm.
important. So you have to
Thank you,
show
ma'am.
all your accomplishment, no matter how small, and they must be on your profile. It has to be on your profile job. So how do you want them to do? How do you want them to find you? So you have to be on LinkedIn. If you are looking for a job, you must be there, and your profile must be rich. You have to put all your skills, where you have worked. I have served in a place for 6 months as an apprentice, as a helper. Anything you do, just state it. It's an experience, and it will take you to the next level.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was so important. Like, that is, in fact, we can just wrap up the conversation with what you just said and close for the day. And I'm sure anyone listening to us right now will have taken something out. But because we have more questions and we believe that audience will still have questions for you, so we're going to continue with the show and we want to quickly dive into the next question. Question three is saying, what are some common mistakes? Because of your level of experience, we believe you can deal with this question perfectly. And we're asking, what are some common mistakes? Some common mistakes candidates make when trying to stand out during the job search process, and how can they avoid them? That's two questions in one.
A lot of a lot of people searching for jobs make serious mistakes. One of them is not following instructions. Like I said earlier, they have stated the type of people they want, and you are not following the instruction. You said, I'm just looking for a job. So you just submit your CV without following the instruction. That is mistake number one. Mistake number two, you are looking for job. You are not on ground check on you. Where will they find you? Will they come to your house? No. Where they go to now is online. They search for your name and they read about you. If you are the type of people that post rubbish on your profile, it tells them the kind of person you are, that we cannot employ this type of a person. So the content that you post on your profile is another thing, another mistake. If you don't post the right thing, it will disqualify you. You will not even be shortlisted at all. Another one, you go, you are called, Then on the day of interview, you appear casually,
Mm.
not properly dressed. That's another mistake. Another one, they ask you question, you are answering another thing. You are not listening. You are not answering specifically what they are asking you.
Mm.
That's a mistake. They ask you, what is your name? You are telling them your name. You are telling them your village. You are telling them how many children are you in your family. That's a mistake.
Mm.
If they ask you what is your name, say your name and wait for the next question. Then if you cannot hear them, you say, please, I cannot hear you, or I don't understand the question. They will repeat the question.
Mm.
But some are afraid. You didn't hear the question, then you are giving them wrong answer. That's a
Interesting.
mistake. Then some, they are so afraid. They are there, they are shaking, they are timid, no confidence. So the people there, they are watching you. Maybe they need you as a marketer and you are not even bold. You
Mm.
cannot speak. So they will just size you up and say, this one, we cannot employ this person. So your appearance, your confidence, all these things are very important. You should avoid them. Those mistakes, you should
Mm.
avoid them completely.
Mm. Interesting. Thank you very much. Your appearance, your confidence, which comes also as a result of your appearance, because once your appearance is shaky, definitely it will affect your confidence. Try to avoid that and make sure you look smart, and you drive home. I mean, you drive into that conversation with a level of confidence. While
Uh-huh.
you
Yes. Uh-huh.
Thank you very
Then
much.
time
Thank you very
management.
much, man. We're going on. Yeah, time management. Time
I want
management. Thank you
Yes,
very
very,
much.
very important. You don't go late, be there on time,
Mm.
relax, then you'll be able to answer your questions very well.
All right. Thank you very much. Relax. Relaxation actually will give you some level of confidence too, because you are not under any pressure. Thank you very much, Ma. Very quickly, we're moving on straight to the next question. And the next question is question number 4. How important is it for candidates to to tailor their application materials to each specific job opportunity, and what strategy can they use to do this effectively? Question in one.
Yes. If you see an advert, they want an accountant. If you are not an accountant, don't apply, because they have specified the category. So your CV should go, the CV and the resume should go in line with the job description. Don't say because you read business admin or you read something relating to accounting, so they will take me. You need to follow the description. Then if your skills match it perfectly, apply. If not, don't bother, because they will not even read your CV or shortlist you, because there are keywords that should be in your CV or resume. Look for those keywords. If it does not match, you are not even shortlisted, and you'll be angry. Low instruction very well. Any job position advertised, make sure you have the skills that match the position. If you don't have the skills, if you can develop the skill, you develop and apply another time. So don't waste your time and be applying everywhere and submitting your CV all over the place, and you now be not called for interview. So I think we have answered the two questions in one, but if not, you can still ask me further to explain. Are you there? Did you hear
All
me?
right, thank you very much, Ma. Are you there, Ma? Can you hear me?
Yes, I said, did you hear?
All right, I think that's good. Because of our time, we want to move on. I
Okay.
believe audience, if they have questions, will be able to ask their question. I want to be able to give room for the audience that are watching us live right now. Remember, this is the Corporate Live Show with McAden. We are currently live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on YouTube. Please do follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube for interesting content uh from our department of the content team, where we share more interesting content that really meets your need as professionals. Please do follow us. Thank you very much. And tonight's conversation is still ongoing, how to stand out from other candidates doing a job search. That is what we're discussing tonight. And with me in the house is Miss Funmilayo, who has been dealing with these questions back to back, and she has been doing fantastically well, helping us with clarity on each question. And please, as you join us in the conversation tonight, drop a comment. Let's get to know where you're joining us from right now. If you're joining us from Nigeria, tell us the state you're joining us from, even the local government area. And the conversation continue. Because of our time, we want to be able to meet up with time and give room for audience question. Okay, question 5 is in what ways can candidates leverage their online presence such as social media profiles or personal websites to stand out for potential employers?
Thank you for that question. First thing is, if you are looking for a job or you are a professional, if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, go and open a profile now, because that is
Hmm,
the platform for professionals. If you are not there, you are missing. You must
interesting.
have a profile, you must update it, make sure your information is up to date, from your
Hmm,
picture to your background, your skills, your achievements, your trainings. Some of these trainings that you have done online,
mm-hmm,
offline, academics, everything must be there. People that are looking for employees, some don't even advertise. They just go
hmm,
randomly and check profiles.
hmm.
And when your profile matches what they are looking for, they contact you. I used to
Interesting.
wonder when some says they cannot get a job, and I ask them, how is your profile? Some are there, they have not posted in the last 5 years.
Hmm,
Some don't even follow anybody. Nobody is, you are not
hmm,
following people, you are not posting anything. You say you are a graduate, then the profession, you are not showing the skills that you have gained. You are not sharing content. So how will they see you? How will they discover you?
hmm.
So you need to leverage on that. Be visible. Position yourself. Like McAden now. How did you see me? Did you come to my house?
Of course not.
So how did you see me? Please tell them how you found me,
Okay,
and where you found me.
yeah, I found you on LinkedIn. I connected with you on LinkedIn, and I reached out to you via LinkedIn, and from there we've been conversing on LinkedIn, and we took the conversation off LinkedIn to WhatsApp. We've not even met physically to say this is. So practically, LinkedIn has been able to help us connect or stay connected.
So assuming now somebody now needs a professional that is doing what you are doing, or wants to help somebody who is upcoming, who do you think I'm going to recommend? Answer now.
Of
I'll
course, now
recommend
the
you.
answer is glaring.
Yes,
Myself,
because we've interacted.
yeah.
So I'm now going to recommend you. That is what you gain from online.
Mm,
You network, you get recommendations. So that is it. That's the benefit.
mm.
So people should make sure their LinkedIn profile is up to date, and they should have a good picture, corporate picture, and description of what they are doing. If you are looking for a job, put there open for job, and any job you are offered, take it and start small. You
Mm.
can be a virtual assistant, you can be a web designer, you can do a lot of things online. Just do your research. So take the advantage and build yourself. Don't wait for government work. There is no work anywhere. So that is it.
All right, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma. The conversation has been on, and I'm sure we have some people joining us on the social media platform already. I can see some people posting. Yes, I do hope we can get others to join us very soon. But we'll come back to the audience hopefully before the end of the conversation. But I want us to be able to trash all the questions we have prepared down for us for this night show. Then we'll be going straight to the next question because of our time. And that question is question six. Um, what role does networking play? Because you mentioned some seconds ago that networking is can be done on the social media platform. What role does networking play in standing out? In standing out doing a job search, and what are some strategies for building and nurturing professional connection?
The question is not showing, so let me just go through. Okay, you have jumped. The role of networking, you have jumped to number 8. Okay,
So
Net networking plays crucial role in making you to stand out. When you are online, either face any platform, the first thing is for you to network, you have to follow the people that interest you, maybe the profession or the industry, or something must interest you, what you have passion for. So you need to follow the people or the page. So when you follow them, then you start, you connect, you follow first. Then when you follow, you participate. Maybe then when you are noticed, people now know you. Then you start engaging, you start chatting. Maybe they come to your inbox or they do you direct message. That is networking. So when you are now looking for a job, because you have developed rapport with those people, they can give you info about where there are vacancies. Some jobs are not advertised.
mm-hmm,
They are not advertised. It's through connection. So
mm,
when you have professional networking in place, or academic networking, your old school, old member, old school, all those platforms you participate. So when you are chatting, the people that are in your circle, they are the ones that you will tell, I'm looking for a job. Oh, this is, they say, bring your CV, you submit. That is the role of networking. So it plays a significant role, and is a strategy, because when you network now, you know them, then from there you will attend conferences too. And when you attend conferences, you meet people, senior colleagues, your mates, your contemporaries, your juniors. So you still develop your connection. So it's
Mm,
good to network, and it's good to attend events. It's good to attend events. So there you build your relationship, and
mm.
those relationships open doors for you.
Interesting.
That's the main thing. They open door
Interesting.
for you.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Ma, for those wonderful tips. And one thing I would also actually like to add to what you said about attending events. Events actually helps you to solidify the relationship you have online through the all offline event. So I think that has worked out a lot. I'm sure the day I will meet you physically, it will foster closer relationship between you and I, and that is a way to solidify the relationship between us. And I also encourage other professionals to do the same. Thank you very much, Ma, for those tips. And I believe our audience are learning. They are actually learning. So it's been a conversation here at the Corporate Life Show with McAden. As usual, this is the Corporate Life Show, and tonight we are still discussing how to stand out from other candidates doing a job search. And with me in the house is a very powerful man. We're going to display our profile picture later on. Because of a time, we just want to quickly move on to the next question, and we want to be able to catch up with time, because time is actually no friend. I mean, he's not a friend of anyone. So it keeps moving according to what how it has been designed. So question number 7: how can candidates demonstrate their passion and enthusiasm for the industry or role they are applying for in a way that sets them apart from others? From others.
Okay, good question. If you are a candidate and you want to come to the maritime industry, for example, where I work now, if you are
Yeah.
online, maybe you are online and you have searched and found out that I work in the maritime industry. If you are really passionate about working in that industry, the way you are going to engage me in discussion, the questions that you are going to be asking will open up opportunities for you. Even if I'm not going to employ you, I may be able to link you with colleagues, maybe private companies, maybe professionals. No. So when you are passionate about the job that you are looking for, it will show in the way that you network. It will show in the way that you attend events. And from there, people will open up to you, give you information, maybe even guide you how to write your applications, then tell you the positions that are vacant or the skills that you need to develop to meet up with that position that is vacant.
Mm,
And that will set you apart. Even if you are invited for the interview, the
mm-hmm,
insider information you have will set you apart, will
mm,
make you different from people, because you are already behaving like an employee.
mm. Interesting,
Yes,
interesting. First-hand information access.
information.
That is it
Yes.
for me. First-hand information access. Thank you very much, Ma. Because of our time, as I say, the time is not waiting for anyone. We have just very few minutes left, and we still have three questions yet to be answered. So, because of our time, moving on straight to the next question, Ma. Question number 8 is the next question we have for you. Question 8. Can you provide, tips for candidates on how to effectively prepare for an excel in interviews, showcasing their unique strengths and qualifications?
If you are a graduate or a young professional and you want to apply for a particular job, the first thing is to do your research about that company. Research is number one. Know their vision, their mission, the management team,
Mm,
their culture, so that when the interview comes up, if they ask you, if we now employ you, what value are you going to add? You already know their background. You already know what they
mhm,
are looking for. You'll be answering them based on what you have, the information that you have. Another one, you must prepare. You must read. You don't need to limit yourself. You may think they are going to ask you what and why question, and they may give you a case study or ask you to solve a problem, assuming you are a project manager and this thing happens in the factory or whatever. So how are you going to solve the problem? So you need to be versed. Your dressing, you must appear corporate, decent,
mm,
and neat. You don't need to overdress. Just dress simply, but let it be neat and let it be moderate. No shouting colors, cool colors. So that will stand you out. And
mm,
smile. Don't frown your face. When you are asked to come in, wait for instruction. Don't enter and go and sit down when they've not asked you to sit down.
mm,
When you enter a place, you greet them, you wait, then they tell you, okay, sit down. You say, thank you, you sit down. When they ask you question, you answer. Don't overtalk. Don't talk too much.
mhm,
Then if you don't understand anything, let them know you don't understand.
mm,
Then when they finish their question, you too can ask them question. They will show that will show that you are intelligent and you are smart.
mm.
You too
Interesting.
can ask them question. Yes, but not foolish question though. Intelligent question.
Intelligent question, of course.
Intelligent question about the organization. Because you have read their profile and everything, you can now ask them specific questions and it will now show them, how did you know? They will now say,
Mm.
so
Thank you.
that is
Thank
the
you.
main thing. That is the main thing.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. I really appreciate your time spent with us already. And it's almost the half 8 o'clock, and we're wrapping up the conversation with the last questions for us on the show tonight. Last question 9. Um, can you share success stories or examples of candidates who have successfully differentiated themselves and landed their desired job opportunities?
Well, as a mentor, so I have worked specifically with someone that is called Sussex. He has changed jobs like 3 jobs since I met him. He's in logistics, and their job is not stable. Just like I told you that you can start small. So we met online. He, he said he wants to be like me. So I started mentoring and guiding him. And in the process, he was able to change like 3 jobs. And because I said, start small, don't wait for big one. Just start. When you get this one, even if it is 6 months, you gain. And since we met, and when I was, fortunately, when I was getting my certification for my coaching, I used him for my pro bono. So I was able to coach him. Now that is the success story for me, because that one, and there are other people that I have coached, but most of them I tell them, go and set up your own business. So some have businesses of their own, some are just doing this online thing, virtual assistant, some are supporting me. If you go through my profile, you will see some of these things there. In the recommendation section, you will go through there, you see their
All right.
recommendation, then how they have praised me there based on what I have done in their lives. The testimonies are there. There were questions about how can they meet me. You can direct them on how to connect with me. I'm free, I'm accessible. So maybe below the live show, we can put on how to connect them. I'm on all social media. As we are here now, you can Google Funmilayo Loremikan. What you see there will amaze you. Within a short time, within 2 years, I achieved most of those things. From a novice, in 2 years ago, I had less than 1,000 followers. But with commitment, consistency, and everything, I have over 10,000 followers. So you have to make up your mind how you want to show yourself online. Visibility, you have to brand yourself. If you want to be a virtual assistant, go and develop yourself. Any of the profession that you want, just develop yourself and show yourself online, and you'll be discovered.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a conversation, and because of our time, in few seconds, man, very few seconds, less than 30 seconds, give us your last word for this conversation tonight. What is your last advice? What do you advise professionals out there to do?
My advice to young professionals that are searching for job is that be outstanding, be unique, be different in everything you do. Just improve on yourself, build yourself, and you'll be found, and you'll be discovered, and you'll be celebrated. Thank you.
Thank you. Be unique. Discover yourself. Of course, that celebration time is coming. It's been a conversation here at the Corporate Live Show with McAden. It's the hour of 8 o'clock, and we have to bring the conversation to a close for tonight's conversation. And we are so happy to have you here on the show with us tonight. And we are so glad that you did this with us. I can remember the first time I approached you online for this session, and it couldn't hold. Yes, tonight we have it as a record. That is a track record for us on the show that we've been able to bring a personality like you on the show. And we love to do this continually every Friday evening of the year, throughout the year. We've done it for 1 year and we're doing it for the second year in a row. So, except network refuse to let us in or let us have the conversation, we are surely going to go live on your screen. And remember to follow us on our social media platform: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And follow Madam Funmilayo also on our social media platform. Follow her if you've seen the post where we shared up. There's a place we actually tagged her in each of our posts for this publicity, for the publicity of this program. So please follow her for more insightful content that will inspire and what redirect your life towards the right path of your career choice. So it's been a conversation. Thank you very much, Ma. And because we love you so much, yet we can't give you more than what we don't have, but we can say a very big thank you to you. And that is why the team at Corporate Life wishes to say a very big thank you for being here on the show with us tonight. Thank you, Ma, for being here. We are so grateful.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy. It's nice connecting with you. I'm available. If you have people for mentorship, you can refer them to me. So I'm passionate about mentorship, young professionals. So I'm available.
All right, Ma. It's been a conversation here at the studio corporate live show with McAden. Until we see again, let me give us a tip of what we have for us at the corporate live show. Next week, we're talking about LinkedIn again. LinkedIn again is here. We're talking about LinkedIn optimization, and we want everyone to come join us on the conversation. We're going to have the first level of interaction on this platform, and we're going to have a closed door interaction also, where you'll be learning practical tips on how to build your LinkedIn profile on the blue page. How do you build that profile that gets you to stand out? Yes, like Madam Funmilayo just said, that gets you to stand out. You need to build an optimized, updated profile. So you need to learn how to do that, and that's what we'll be doing next week. And we have Faizan who'll be discussing that with us, and it's going to be an interesting conversation. And for sure, we have him. He's not a Nigerian, he's not an African, but he'll be discussing with us. I hope we all pay attention to listen to him because of his own tonation, because it's different from us here. And we'll be having people from all over the world joining us in the conversation. So he just chatted me up while we're having this conversation now, that we'd like people from his own side to also join us on the WhatsApp group for more updates on the program. So it's going to be an interesting one. So I'm telling others to join us and get yourself ready for LinkedIn optimization class 2 days on Corporate Live Show. 2 days, yes, Friday and Saturdays next week. That's what we'll be doing every last Friday of the month. Saturdays and Friday, we'll be doing that LinkedIn optimization class and how to utilize LinkedIn for career and business growth. So thank you for tonight. I want to say a big thank you to Madam Funmilayo again for joining us on the show. I want to say a bye-bye to everyone who has
Thank
joined us
you.
on the conversation
It's my
tonight.
pleasure.
So
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Ma.
Bye.